Trading with a Fibonacci tool is easy, but the tool itself is frequently misunderstood. If you're one of those traders that basically uses the tool to identify levels and place your buy and sell orders, then you need to watch this video. The important concept that everybody misses can be explained with these two fishing floats and this container of water. Now, I'll explain all of that in the video, but hang on to the end and I will show you a very cool way that you can use the Fibonacci tool to identify profitable exit points for your trades. Okay, so let's start by looking at how most traders will use a Fibonacci retracement tool. They'll drag it across a swing high to low or low to high, depending on which way around you are trading. But what they'll then basically do is use the fib levels themselves to start parking orders to trade against. And usually what happens from there is they start getting stopped out a lot. And it turns it into a sort of guessing game, trying to figure out which is the magic level that's going to turn the market on this occasion. They then ditch the tool because they get frustrated. And what they've done is they've completely misunderstood how to use a Fibonacci retracement tool correctly. What the fib levels are actually helping the trader do is gauge the strength of the overall trend that we're currently in. When we get a pullback, the lower the fib number that creates the turning point in the market, the stronger the overall trend, and therefore the greater the potential of continuation in that direction. So this is how we can illustrate it. The pink one is heavier than the green one. So when I put the pink one in the water, it will sink lower, but it will also bounce back lower as well. The green one, however, is much lighter, so when I drop it in the water, it doesn't fall as far, but it bounces back further. That is it. So when you look at the Fibonacci retracement tool, think bounce rate, and you instantly get a better understanding of what the tool is telling you. It's showing us how strongly the market is able to bounce back. In a second, I'm going to show you some examples of how we can interpret this on a price chart. But first, it's quiz time, sponsored by our partner broker Switch Markets. Answer the following question to be in with a chance of winning a free membership to howtotrade.com, where you can build your confidence and learn how to trade properly from the ground up. Join myself, Shane, and Connor as we break down the key market opportunities each day. All you got to do is answer the following question. Which of these numbers is not part of the Fibonacci sequence? 13, 55, 35, or 144? Simply drop your answer in the comment section below to enter, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. Good luck. So, the rule that I follow when using a Fibonacci retracement tool is the higher the Fibonacci ratio number that we pull back to, the weaker the overall trend. If we actually pull all the way back to the 61.8, that is a potential warning sign that this trend is over and we are about to reverse, so be careful. Now let's look at a couple of examples. This is euro dollar on a 15-minute time frame. That is our swing, and look, a really nice pullback that has been contained by this 50% Fibonacci retracement. That is showing us that the trend is still intact and we've got a reason to trade to the upside. Here is the trick. When you see that and you're looking to get involved in the market, is then take the tool and reverse it round over the swing that creates the pullback, and you'll find pretty frequently that creates some really nice extension targets to aim for, and in this instance, look, really nice areas of resistance, and you can use those for taking your profits. Next, this is an example that doesn't work out. This is the dollar against the Swiss franc. You can see that although we got a nice initial move back to this 38.2, we did breach the 61.8. That is the warning sign that potentially this trend is going to reverse, and it does in this instance, catching a lot of traders off guard. The key to remember is that we shouldn't be trading off the levels themselves. You're going to need some other reasons, maybe some price action or the use of an indicator to help you actually then make the decision to buy and sell. The Fibonacci tool is purely showing us the strength of the trend. So next time you're using the Fibonacci retracement tool, think bounce rate and strength of trend. Don't forget to check us out at howtotrade.com, and we'll see you in the next one.